Presence is the flex, I don't chase, I attract. Hey, I am. Built from the pressure, now I move like that. Hey, 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 hey. Through the highs and the lows, I'm aligned with the truth. Every loss was a lesson, every scar was the proof. Had to sit with the silence, had to face what I knew. Had to speak what I needed just to become something new. Wasn't given, I built it every inch, every step. Now my presence is power, yeah, my breath is a rep. From the ashes to vision, from confusion to sight. I don't run from the dark, I learn to move with the light. I became what I needed, now I stand in my name. Every version before me had a part in the change. Gratitude for the lessons, even pain at its place. God's personal sessions, yeah, I learned through the work. Presence is the flex, I don't chase, I attract.
How was that? What's good? If you are feeling that track, let me know. If you're not, keep it to yourself. For those that don't know, I'm going to be taking two paths this season. I'm going to try to make the differentiation clear. The first lane, as I've started, is more of that leadership, traditional mindset, enunciate what you need, self-improvement, the law that most people know and see. The second lane is going to be my erotic intelligence lane. Stay with me. This is the lane that I have come to understand truly defines who I am. And I really began accepting that and realizing that once I began writing that form. It's one of my imprints that is coming. And it was just so freeing. I realized there's an entire intelligence here that has been passed down for generations. But because of certain norms, certain ideas, certain fears, we have put something that is so amazing into this weird box. Like, who even made this box? And many folks are accepting this box. And that's what I want to really lean into. And that is really what differentiates even me from other folks, other speakers, other artists, other ... is owning one's desires and speaking clearly and honestly. So that's going to be lane 2, tonight's episode. And the title, very fitting, What is Erotic Intelligence? Now, most people think attraction is physical. Pause. It's not. It's intellectual, emotional, and for some of y'all, completely imaginary. Stay with me. Let me explain something really quick. Half of human beings think they got options. You don't have options. You have access to confusion, and you keep subscribing to it. Now, if you follow my other work, you will know that when I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself. That's my baseline. When I am speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself. Stay with me. Erotic intelligence isn't about sex. Let's clear that up early. Because some of y'all got excited way too fast. Like, oh, we about to talk about sex. And we are, but in a different format. Erotic intelligence is about understanding your desire, communicating your desire, and having the discipline to not mess it up once you feel it. Some of y'all nodding your head like, ooh, I felt that. I know. Stay with me. Because let's be honest, most people are not disconnected from desire. You know what you want. You just don't want to admit it. This is where it gets funny. Scenario. Who's been there? You like her. So what do? I know. You act nonchalant. She gonna notice me. Noticing her. Not noticing her. You take 3 hours to respond. You're super excited, but you kept it chill. Got her contact information. You can't stop thinking about her. But you nonchalant. Wait. You were too cool for school. You do not need to respond to her when you have the desire to respond to her. No, you are going to wait 3 hours at least before you respond to her or him, because you don't want to come across, what is that term? Are the young ones still using thirsty? I don't know. But you follow me, right? Or you start using words like, I just want to feel the vibe. Let's just vibe. Now, do you even know what that means? Now, I'm going to keep it a buck. Back in the day, before guys began communicating that they desired to be happy, it was easy talking to a female if you had vocabulary. And when you would use words back in the day, like, yo, I like your vibe, girls would be like, ooh, and you was in there. But now it's been played. No? Do you even know what it means? Because when we tell someone now, I like your vibe, we're not really communicating. It's like a Wi-Fi with no password. You know what I'm saying? You can see the connect, you know the connection is there, but you can't get to it. What's the point? And now she's confused. Now see, this is the part that gets missed. We have done all of this dancing without leading her. We've been doing all of this talking or not, but in all of that, we're not being honest. We're not truly telling the person that we have an interest in that we actually desire their ... And now she's confused, and now she's responding to a version of you that don't even exist. You created a character, and now you got to maintain the lie. You got to maintain that character performing. And when one feels like one is performing, especially for my performers, I do theater, acting, whatever, right? When you're performing, there's a difference between performing because you just love it, and that's just what you got to do, but one still got to eat. One still got to, their needs got to be met. And when it's too heavy, things break. So what do? First, we got to be aware of it. That's why we're talking about it. So we're going to break this down into a few pillars. Pillar number one, we have to be aware. Awareness of what? Awareness of desire. Simple question. Ready? Do you actually like her or him? Or, stay with me, do you like how he or she makes you feel? Because those are not the same thing. Some of y'all don't even want her or him. You want the idea of being the guy or the girl that got her or him. Am I lying? Now here's a deeper truth. When you don't know the difference between actually liking the person or liking how they make you feel, you start chasing things that were never meant for you, right? It's like you've been wanting this for so long. You threw everything at it. I want it. I want you. You put every best foot forward. You used ChatGPT. You did everything to impress them with your words, with your ability, with your presence, with everything, with your sex game. You were in it because you wanted them so bad. There was just something about them that and then you get it. And he's like, oh, I got it. I don't think I like that. Well, I'll be. Now what am I going to do with this? I done moved this person into my house. I done changed everything. I done made plans for a future that don't even exist now that I had that. I finally got what I thought I wanted. Like, I don't want a future with that. How do I now tell this person? Been there, eh? I have. When you don't know the difference, you start chasing things that were never meant for you. And then we find ourselves where we find ourselves. So let's build on pillar number 2 to help us get out, right? And stay out. Communication. Communication of desire. Let me translate modern dating language for you. With me? All right. I'm not looking for anything serious. You know what that equals? Translation. I want the benefits without the responsibility. Or this one, let's just go with the flow. That equals, I have no direction, but I'm hoping you do. Now, that's not always the case. But when you think of your experiences, tell me if I'm wrong. Now, let's contrast that with clear, grounded communication. It may sound like this. I enjoy you. I want to spend time with you, and I want to see where this goes. That's it. No performance, no games. Now, some people may say, well, where is this supposed to go? You ain't got no direction if you don't know where this is supposed to go. Well, you got a point there. But if I'm going off of a feeling, because I just met you, it feels good. A lot of things don't feel good, but it really feels good. It feels what it feels like, enough that has my interest and that is piquing my curiosity. But in my experiences, I also am aware that it may not be what it seems. And in my experiences, I've put all my eggs into a basket that couldn't hold them. And I had to start all over because all my eggs broke. I don't want to do that again. You feel me? Now, men, well, let me preface this. What I'm about to say next may feel like I am targeting a certain group. And I am. Sagittarius in me, we got a target. So I am targeting a specific group at the moment. The shoe fits, wear it. If you're in a glass house and you get hit, say, hey, all right? Men do not get rejected as much as they think. Nope. They just communicate poorly. And then the girl gets turned off or the guy gets turned off. And now you and your feelings, because you're not aware of what you just did. So our third pillar, discipline, part of my framework and part of my personal work. Discipline of expression. This is where most people fall apart. You feel something. Ooh, I like that. Boop. And immediately you act on it. Pause. No filter, no thought, no intention. Straight reaction. You see her, you feel the chemistry. Next thing you know, you texting her like you lost your mind. Double text, triple text, paragraphs, emojis, reactions. Now you spiritual. Grand rising queen. I'm not even gonna go there. Discipline means you can feel something and still choose how to move. That's power. That's also the difference between reacting and responding. Realizing and recognizing that you have the power to do both. Because without this, you misread situation. This is a good one. You attract confusion, blame everybody else, or you create emotional chaos and then just get very good at having an umbrella, raincoat, shelter ready for when World War XVIII pops off. And then you conclude with women are confusing or men ain't, men are confusing, men, I bring the table, all that stuff. No, it's none of that. You're just unclear. That's it. The way you handle desire is the way you handle life. Like, we cannot skip this understanding. We cannot put this understanding in this made-up box. We don't have to display our desires to the world, but we damn sure cannot deny them. If you are unclear in attraction, you are unclear in leadership. If you avoid honesty in relationships, you avoid truth in yourself. Let that land. And again, as I talk to you, I talk to me. I have been there. And I was even so bold enough to put it in a book, actually, a few books. Stay tuned. But now, knowing more so what I want. I put down knowing exactly what I want, but I'm going to, again, you my peoples, I don't know exactly what I want. I blame being an artist. I blame being a creator. What I want and my desires are endless. So it's more with the time that I have, what desires will I enjoy? And when I'm able to say it to myself, when I'm able to express it, the confusion disappeared. I was comfortable watching confusion grow. I'm a plant guy, right? There's some plants you don't want. I had wonderful women who gave me the same feedback that I, for so many years, did not want to accept. But I get it now. And I thank y'all for helping me. I wouldn't admit exactly what I wanted. And they were like, they felt the pull. They felt that I wasn't happy. I had amazing females that called me out. What do you want, Lawrence? And ooh, that question would sting. But it was great because it put everything into perspective. Erotic intelligence isn't about being smooth. It's about being honest. And when you're honest, the smoothness, the confidence, the charisma, that just flows naturally because you're in the pocket. Pause. Because clarity is attractive, is it not? Confusion is exhausting, is it not? And precision is more powerful than intensity. So yeah, it's the same framework, right? I'm still encouraging folks to speak their needs. But this is an area that really, really, really needs our attention. And more than anything, our honesty. And I appreciate all the ones who are doing the work. I remember when I had the opportunity of living in New York. My family and I got to live in Long Island, New York. And then I got to live in Brooklyn for around 2 years. And in that experience, I also worked in Midtown, around 2nd Street, off Broadway, around that area. If you know, you know. And every time I would take the subway into the city from Brooklyn, shout out to Brooklyn, I just remember thinking to myself, all these people are here because 2 people decided to bang. And yet, sex is still such a taboo subject for some. And I wonder what that number is. But when I see what I see, especially working with different people, I realize There's a denial here. There's confusion here. Truths are not being communicated. And I had a good friend, Ashley. She would always encourage me and tell me, how you do one thing is how you do all things. What you do in your professional life is what you do in your personal life. And I used to argue that point with her, but she had a point, and it's so true. Because I've witnessed this with many organizations and many people. There's a denial of self. There's a denial of desire. And I love uncovering that because I love the walls that we put up because we're so convinced that, no, that's not it. And again, as I talk to you, I talk to me. So stay with me, folks. Please, if this resonates with you, share, comment, let me know where it landed. Let me know what you perhaps want to know more of. Let me know if you want to discuss the frameworks that have worked and will work choices. And I appreciate your choice of listening and rocking with me. Till the next time.